No, man. And speaking of WNBA, he just mentioned it. The season kicked off this week, and not even 1 week into it, we already have so many players in health and safety protocols. Many of them include like some major superstars, man. For example, like Breonna Stewart and Natasha Cloud. So, but the thing is, the thing that they have in common is that they're complaining about the travel policy. Okay, if you don't know, all WNBA players fly commercial, but no mask mandates. Apparently,
They
based on
just
what Natasha
lifted
Cloud
the
said.
mask mandate for airplanes maybe 2 weeks ago. So I remember seeing like on, I think it was Twitter, seeing like the videos of people like once they got the announcement, they announced on the plane like, oh, the mask mandate has been lifted, it's no longer needed. People just taking their mask off right there, and it's just it's many layers to this. It's the WNBA can't afford to do private planes for their 15, 12 woman rosters, and now that everyone's like, oh, free to not wear the mask, and still we have the same situation of not getting any type of precaution for the shot if you're not going to wear the mask. I mean, for COVID, or not getting shot or whatever. But it just sucks that's how this happens. Like, I'm sure with sports, you have to take so many precautions to not get it. To you take your testing, and some require vaccinations, and to now get it because your team can't fly on their own plane. It's like, the irony in that is hilarious to me, but it's unfortunate. COVID is still real. COVID's still out here, so we have to really get a handle on this before we let everybody just fly whatever way.
Yeah. One of the major things, though, is that you want to protect your players because the players are basically your brand, and if they're not protected as they can be, what can you do?
Damaging the brand at that point. And Breonna Stewart wasn't able to play today, and you had, it's unfortunate because Storm needed her today, and she's one of the best players in the league, and you didn't get to see her unfortunately because of COVID, but also it seems that, because of the plane, is like I said, the WNBA has been on top of the COVID protocols since the beginning of widespread COVID around the world. And to hear this being the downfall is like, come on, dog. it just is like, man, what do you do?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot, and it's tough. It's a very complicated situation because like you were saying, you can only build your brand or your organization as much profit that you're getting, basically. And if you're not getting any more profit, there's not more you can really do. But I will say this: the WNBA, they did recently receive they recently announced that they raised $75 million in new investment capital. They recently announced that. So, and they're mostly using it to really grow the league. They keep saying, yeah, we really want to grow the league, which is admirable, as they should. They should get the brand out there, get more aware of it, right? So hoping you draw in more fans to your product. However, like I said, if you don't protect the players, I mean, I'm not gonna be very interested in your product. Like, I want to see Brianna Stewart out there. I want to see Natasha Cloud out there. I want to see all your other star players out there. Okay, so you got to do your best to protect the players first. Okay, without the players, I'm not watching your game. So hopefully they keep that in mind. I know it's very complicated. It's not easy to solve. It's really not. We both get that. It's not easy to solve that. But, you know, just see what happens, man. It's just another effect of, you know, basically inequality. But, you know, it's just so much you can do.
Yeah, for sure.
There's only so much you can do. But, yeah, hopefully they at least figure out something. In the meantime, what are some solutions for now? The only thing I can think of is require mask mandates for them, I guess, and organizations can still initiate mandates on their own. I mean, even if you fly commercials, just make sure the players do wear masks and make sure they all have mask mandates, I guess. That's one thing. And it's just like, do your best to protect yourself. That's all that I can think of. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't have an immediate solution, but definitely I don't know. I put on the owners. I get it. There's not the same amount of profit when it comes to the WNBA, but owners got to band together and make something happen. To me, it's like, I don't know. And this is just me assuming, but if you're an owner of a team, you have a substantial amount of income, net worth. I feel like you should be able to find some resources, get a private plane, maybe. But we did just have that case a couple weeks ago, so it's I don't know. It's nothing that I can really offer right now. But I just hope that, you know, I'm gonna keep supporting the league regardless. But we, you know, safety is the biggest thing, especially in this day and age with so much going on with this COVID stuff. So